Hey guys, this is Lee here, and in this video I'm going to share with you a special exclusive interview with the winner of the Sunfish International Masters Championship, Eugene Schmitt. We'll go over his preparation for the regatta and what he does and how he rigs his boat. And stick around to the end of the video and I'll share with you his secrets that you can do to be a better sailor, especially in heavy winds. But before we get to the video, I'd like to thank all the subscribers to the channel. My goal is to be able to stream live off of YouTube, and to do that, I need 1,000 subscribers. So if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel, just press that button. And also, don't forget to smash that like button and turn it blue. And if you do smash that like button right now, I'll show you a picture of a real cute dog. Trust me, you're going to want to see this dog. So go ahead and smash that like button right now. I'll wait. See, I told you you'd like that dog. So now to the video. Okay, so we have Eugene Schmitt here. He's in the hot tub in Tampa, Florida. Eugene, is this something that you do before every race?
So for this regatta, yes, it was definitely part of the daily protocol.
So you did pretty well in the International Masters, winning the whole event with 2 twos and the rest bullets, so nine wins, right?
That's right.
Tell me about your routine to prepare yourself for this regatta.
I did not do a lot of sailing. We sailed actually the midwinters at Bay Wave Yacht Club in November, and then promptly got out of shape for Christmas and Mardi Gras and all that. And then I really, just to kind of physically get in shape, I just started working out. I did a lot of like TRX work, got a Peloton, got a COVID Peloton. So I really felt like that helped me prepare. I do cram in terms of, like cramming for a test. I'll pull out the hiking bench and just, maybe 2 weeks before, kind of get on it for 5 minutes a night.
Fitness is a big part of preparing for a regatta?
Yeah, I think it is. There's not much substitution for sailing. You can work out, you can ride your bicycle, mountain bike, and for some reason, if you don't regularly get your feet under the straps and 20 plus, it still hurts. Physical fitness plays a role, certainly in the breeze.
So now you're coming up to the midwinters.
Yeah.
What do you feel about that?
I think it's going to be a much lighter regatta. I'm not. That's certainly not my forte. But in really light air, kind of when everyone's in the boat, I feel like I can hold my own. I don't like what most people consider like a perfect day. 8 knots of breeze.
So what's your perfect day?
Deal. I like it 15 plus or 5
okay.
or less, and then whatever that kind of is in between. I just sometimes have a hard time doing that. Of course, that's the best type of day. That's the day when you get 4 or 5 races in.
A lot of people who are watching this is going to wonder, like, how do you set up your boat? So let's go after how did you, because it was pretty windy. The winds were about 15 to 20 all week for you?
Yeah, probably.
Okay, so where did you put your gooseneck?
Well, let me caveat this by, there's a lot of ways to set your boat up, infinite ways to set your boat up. Mm-hmm. And there's certainly people in the world that are much faster than I am in any given condition. And so take all of this with a grain of salt. But
right.
So, so I sail with I call it a Forester Gens.
Okay.
I sail with it pretty much all the time. Where it connects to the mast is, I measure it from the top of the mast, so it's 65 inches.
65 inches from the metal?
From the metal plastic line.
Okay.
Mast cap, spar,
right.
line. And then, and the reason why I set it there, because it's basically the smallest one-clip gen, so it's right under, I don't know what sail tie it is,
right.
but I think it's like the 5th, but I'm not sure.
Okay.
It's right underneath that. It probably equates to.
So it's basically a one-clip gen.
It's basically the smallest one-clip gens, and I sail with it in pretty much all conditions. If it's just nuclear, I might slide it down to 67, 68 inches. But I 65.
But only a couple inches.
I'm sorry. Yeah, just a couple inches. Just, I never do like a 1.9 clip gens. It's always a 1 clip.
Where do you put your gooseneck?
So I usually sail my gooseneck at 14, and then and I don't like to adjust my stuff a lot. I put it at on the day one of this regatta. I was sailing fast, and I had it at 16.
It was blowing up.
Yeah, I don't really have them numbered. I mean, only thing literally all I have is my 14, and that's where I keep it, and I'll just slide it back maybe an inch and a half.
Okay.
That far.
And it was blowing. Actually, it was blowing into 20s.
Yeah, I mean they were. I think they registered some gusts like 30.
Yeah.
But I would say, I don't know, solid 21, 22.
Okay, and
knots.
How much did you weigh?
So about 2 weeks ago, I was 185.
And then how tall are you?
184. I'm 6 feet tall, 5'11".
Okay. So if someone was 5'6", 180 pounds, so they're shorter, same weight, not as much shape, what would you suggest to them how to set up their gooseneck and things like that? What should they do to their sail? Any suggestions?
I mean, I don't know that I would set it up much differently. I kind of think with the Sunfish, just because the rail's so shallow, that it actually, being a little bit shorter is probably a little bit advantageous in a long race. I just think you can hike a little more comfortably, right? And so I don't know. If I were a little shorter and weighed about the same, I'd probably keep it the same.
Okay.
So in the next couple of seconds, we're going to reveal Eugene's secrets to become a better sailor in heavier air. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them down below in the comments. I'll read all the comments. So if you like what you're seeing so far, please smash that like button and subscribe to the channel. Back to the video.
But now I did see, I mean, this is like totally off, but I did see a lot of people, I actually think the Vang, Gensing, everyone starts kind of geeking out on the gens and where to put the gens in, and which obviously if it's blowing, if you weigh 140 pounds, obviously you're putting the gens in 15 knots of breeze, but I see a lot of people they don't have enough Vang on and they don't have enough cunning on. They don't have enough Vang on and they don't have enough cunning on. They don't have enough Vang on and they don't have enough cunning on. Right, like the Vang is like full out, whole body weight. Like me at 180, 185, I'm cranking my Vang, I tighten it, and then within the sequence, I go and push it down another 1/4 inch and tighten it back.
You talked about cranking down the Vang. That's actually something that people don't talk about too much. So from the gooseneck to the deck, how low can you go?
My gooseneck floating without any, if this is the deck, it's probably up here.
Okay.
And I'll crank it down to like that. It's as tight as I can physically get it.
Now, what do
maybe I could get it a little more, but like break the bones a little more.
What does the Vang do to the Sunfish? Like, how does that make it?
Just like on any boat, if you're sheeted in, okay, you're sheeted in, and a puff comes, what do? You ease your sail, right? And if you don't have any Vang on, and you have a really bendy boom like a Sunfish has, you ease it, that puff comes on, you ease it, and your boom just goes up. It doesn't go laterally at all, right? It just goes. So puff on, then let's say you let it out 10 inches, your boom pops up 10 inches, and your sail's actually more powerful, right? And so what you want is you want the thing, as soon as you let it out, that it goes out,
it goes lateral, and that's what
in a horizontal plane,
and that's what you're saying with the Vang.
And so obviously if you're light, right, and by the way, it's not as good a system as on any other boat, right? So you definitely want to do it tighter than you would think, because you literally have no mechanical advantage.
Nice,
right?
Excellent. So let me say, if you got some value from that piece of information, I want you to smash that like button down below. That's That was some key rigging information for any sailor who's sailing in moderately heavy winds, is tighten that vang more than you necessarily, more than you think. 100% of the time?
I do, yes.
And how does that work for you? In light air especially?
I like it in light air. I like it in the breeze. The medium air, I'd say an 8 to 10. I don't really know. I think it works pretty good. It's probably me versus the rig in the medium air. I'm just probably a little bit heavier, and the people that are a little bit lighter, you know, that they're out kind of butts on the side of the boat, and I'm still in the boat, so that's probably my speed differential there. But I think it works pretty good.
So why don't you go full rig? Like why don't you have a two halyard system like Connor Blue one?
I just don't like that many lines on my boat. It's just too many controls.
But do you think the extra speed, is there an extra speed advantage of going full up?
I don't know. I think like people I don't know. The top of the fleet in medium breeze probably sails without any sort of jets on it.
So you don't think that's going to be an issue?
But they're also a little smaller than me. But like people like Greg Gus, I believe, you know, sails with the jets kind of all the time.
And Greg Gus is what they named this Gus to Just after. Okay.
I think he's the one guy on the planet that I just won't start anywhere near. and that's good advice for pretty much everyone else.
Yeah, because he's just too fast.
Yeah. So who knows?
All right.
Who knows?
1 point away from a perfect score, totaling 11, winning the regatta by 22 points from Bay Waveland, Eugene Schmitt.
All righty, look at that. Eugene, take your back down for a second, please. Would you like to come over to come up with you?
Real quick, let me reiterate, Lynn and Eric, great job. I know how hard this is to do this year and have this many competitors. Give them a round of applause, y'all, please. First and foremost, I need to thank my wife for letting me take a week off of my life to come here and sail. And I realized that in the whole scheme of things, you know, in sport, this isn't, you know, the biggest deal, but it is to me. You know, we're all sailing. You know, the Sunfish class is a personal journey, and there's people here sailing their first regatta. You know, you can sail this boat if you're 13 or 83, and so to share this with all of y'all that are wherever you are in your journey, it means a lot, so thank you.